Well, earlier we spoke with Achike Chude, social affairs analyst and author, who was present at that public hearing. Let's see.
Other groups. Yeah, I mean, this is something that a lot of us have been preparing for because we have been at daggers drawn with the National Assembly, especially the House of Representatives, because of the very dangerous nature of this particular bill. And so you can imagine that even in spite of the lockdown, the fact that people were not able to travel to represent the organizations, but they had to reach out to partner organizations in Abuja. And so the venue was actually filled and flocked with so many organizations that were desirous to make their own impact at that particular event. And it was the turnout was good. The meeting started a little bit behind time, but from the vigor that was exhibited at that particular event, it was clear that the House of Representatives, if they wanted to go ahead with that bill, would have a very Herculean task indeed. I mean, in terms of opposition to the bill, we're talking about 95% opposition of the bill. And so if you look at it, for us, I mean, we believe that the bill is so bad that any attempt to even say you want to modify the bill is going to fail is going to end up in failure, because virtually every section of that bill is draconian. And so there's no way. I feel that the bill is going to die a natural death because of the overwhelming opposition to it by Nigerians from across board. Not even the state governments. Even the state government, the Conference of Governors of the Federation were also, came down hard on the bill. They were saying that their own people were very much against the bill, so they had no choice than to toe the line of the people from their various states. So I think it was something that was, ill thought of. And besides, it is a bill that is about 43 years old, a bill that was a law that was enacted in Singapore under a totalitarian and despotic regime, one-party state. So there was nothing that you're going to find that is that conforms to the ideals of the kind of democracy that we have in the country.
All right, Achike, so we understand that a lot of media outfits were barred from the meeting. Do you have an idea what that was about?
Well, I don't really know why it happened that way, but I happened to be outside at the lobby, where people were entering from, when there was a discussion among some of the officers of the House. Obviously, a lot of media people were outside wanting to get in.
Yes.
But the explanation from one of the officers was that they were trying to maintain some, social distancing. And so if they allow every single person, every single media house to come into that place, that there was going to be some chaos and the violation of the rules on social distancing. That was the reason that they actually gave. How sustainable it is, or whether it was an attempt to actually, limit media coverage of that event, is something that I'm not exactly sure of.
Okay, and lastly, before we let you go, Achike, and you already said a bit about that, what do you see happen, like with everything that has gone on so far? Will this bill push through, or what do you see? What are you projecting from everything?
Let me tell you, I think the National Assembly, in this instance, the House of Representatives will be looking for, it will be looking for trouble, a lot of it, if they try to ram it in. It's not something that is going to work. Nigerians are definitely going to resist it. And we have seen the evidence of this resistance at this initial stage. And so if they are thinking clearly, if they are truly representatives of the people, then what they should do is to ensure that this bill dies a natural death, because it is irredeemable in any sense, every sense of the word, and it is something that is inconsistent and incompatible with the laws of this country, as well as international conventions that Nigeria is a signatory to, such as the United Nations, Declaration on Human Rights, African Charter on People and Human Rights, and then the very law of the country, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is completely at variance with all of these international and national instruments, and so I expect it to die a natural death.
Okay, Achike Chude, thank you so much for your time.